Let's talk about how to get more reviews as a roofing company. And by the way, hi, my name is Carl Stoy from Stoy Media, founder and CEO. And over the past year and a half, we've been helping businesses scale up with paid ads and getting them more opportunities to sell. And I want to talk about how to get more reviews as a roofer. And first, I want to talk about what the Federal Trade Commission or the FTC would say about getting reviews. So this is not legal advice. This is paraphrased from ChatGPT response. So not legal advice. Please seek legal counsel. But this is what ChatGPT told me you specifically cannot do and specifically can do, not legal advice. But I'm gonna give you a little rundown of how you can get more reviews legally. So number one, what you may do, according to the FTC, paraphrased from a ChatGPT response, is you can ask for reviews. Now, certain platforms like Yelp, I believe BBB, I know Yelp is the big one because we've personally spoken with Yelp reps, and they specifically say, do not solicit reviews. And so Yelp is specific, but legally, like big picture, it's not illegal to ask for a review. You also can offer an incentive, like I said, from a ChatGPT response, you can offer an incentive, but only if the incentive is disclosed clearly. So in the review, they say, I received X dollars off of my roof replacement or my remodel or my windows for this review. And your incentive, essentially what we're gonna kind of talk about, and some better customer experiences in order to get to this, it doesn't require a positive review. So when you ask them to review you, you have to just ask them to be honest and then just hope that they liked you. And then you can't pressure for 5 stars. And like I said, it can only be paired with a disclosure. So they have to specifically say, I received X dollars off for this. Now, what you cannot do, according to the Federal Trade Commission, paraphrased from a ChatGPT response, is you cannot get fake reviews from your employees done by you, like you making different accounts, and it can't be done as a service. Now, also, I want to talk about this really briefly. If you get a bunch of spam fake reviews, there's a report form. There's a whole different video on how to take down fake reviews. Do not worry, God's got you. You just need to fill out a specific form and that will get removed. Now, you also can't do review suppression, meaning you can't threaten the customers by saying, you just left me a 1 star, and then you show up to their house and you're like, why did you just leave me a 1 star? You can't do that. But you also can't use review filter forms, which from my understanding, people who do like agencies who have like a bonus to their agency services, which we are an agency, but we don't do this. They will say like, we'll get you more 5-star reviews. And when they are sent the review form, it's a survey on Go High Level or whatever it is. And if they select anything but 4 or 5 stars, they essentially get routed like away. Like, yeah, give us your review, but it won't go public. And so doing that is illegal by the Federal Trade Commission. And I just want to be clear, according to ChatGPT, the risk is about $50,000 per violation revealed. So every single review that one of your employees left, every single, problem that you may have had in terms of like reviews, times 50,000. That's essentially what you're looking at. So I really recommend that you get that taken care of. Now, the light turned off, so perfect. We'll just go no light. But let's talk about the differences and sort of how to get more reviews as a roofing company legally, according to ChatGPT. So not legal advice, but let's do this, according to what the FTC has said. So let's give a better customer experience. By this, I mean, here, let's make sure I write it first before I talk. Experience. I know you understand what that says. Better customer experience by giving them things like food, giving them a handwritten note, and you can also give them a gift card. That's my recommendation as the 3-part combo. I wouldn't recommend that you give the customer alcohol. Now, this is kind of like notorious for gift giving. The most green thing you could do, the most like available thing, or most like widespread thing you could do that would please as many people as possible is not give them alcohol, because there's a lot of people who do not drink, but rather giving them food, giving them cookies that are, halal or whatever, like all of them, gluten-free cookies that are also like, I don't know, but like cookies is a great example. But giving them a little bit of food, something they could snack on. Or, you could scratch the food And you could just say, give them a gift card to a restaurant. And then using that gift card, you could like give them like a $100 or $200 Red Lobster or, you know, McDonald's, or I don't know, that's a lot of money for McDonald's, but giving them like a $100 or $200 gift card. And I know you may say like, you know, $100 or $200 is a lot, but I have a question for you. Would you drop the price of your roof replacement or bathroom remodel or window replacement or concrete or whatever you're doing? Would you drop it at $1,000 in order to get the business? Would you drop it $100 in order to get that business? Now, what about this? Instead of dropping the price $100, if they go through with you, you know, whether you had to drop the price or not, just drop it in order to give them a good experience, which can get you a good review. And I can tell you something for sure. If you've ever seen my How to Optimize a Local Service Ad video, which is going to be on this channel, essentially I talk about getting more reviews. And if you can get more Google reviews, you can boost your local service ad rank and essentially get not 2 times, but like 6 times the results, or the difference between night and day in terms of getting results for local service ads or not. So I really recommend that you do whatever you can to make sure you have a good customer experience that would warrant a review. Now, this doesn't mean that you're pressuring them or threatening them or things alike, but you're just giving them a good experience that's worth referring you and giving you a good or a honest review is what we're looking for. Now, another one is just asking more. Ask more in nice big letters. Ask more. It's the same thing as sales. Everyone has been taught in sales to just ask more, or at least the good salesmen have. And there's a totally different video of the difference between an order taker and a deal closer in your home service business. And we're the marketers, so take that advice as a grain of salt. But I can tell you one thing. The guys who ask most for the sale are the guys who close the most deals. They're the ones who close the most because they ask the most. And similarly, the guys who ask for a review the most by saying, hey, what'd you think? What was your honest opinion? Hey, what did you think? What did you think? And that doesn't mean you're back to back, you're saying that, but you know, at the very start, when you finish up with the sales, like the salesman closes up the deal, the salesman asks, or the project manager as soon as they introduce themselves. Essentially what I'm trying to say is before the project, you can ask for a review. Hey, how was your experience working with our company just leading up to this, going through the transaction? What did you think? Would you mind just giving us an honest review? That's one ask. Another ask would be halfway through the project, like while they're installing the roofs. Hey, what do you think of the process? Like, what did you think of, you know, us taking you through everything? It's another ask. At the end, as soon as it's done, this is usually where most people would be able to say yes or no, because some people may put it off and say, well, I'll give you a review when it's done. You ask again, hey, what did you think of the roof? Like, what does it look? Just give us an honest review. And then after that, when they drop off the first check or whatever happens, like they make the first payment or whatever happens after the roof replacement or the bathroom remodel or whatever it is, same thing. Or since we're talking about roofers, sorry, we work with bathroom modelers, concrete guys, everything. Essentially, at the end of the roof replacement, whenever they make their first payment or they do whatever, you ask again, hey, what did you think about the roof replacement? Can I get some of your honest opinion? And just asking more is the key to getting more. And now that doesn't mean you keep asking. I don't agree with that. What I'm trying to say is if you ask 5 times, as comparison once, they're more likely to comply. And as mentioned, I don't agree with just asking forever. But if you do have any other questions, and in terms of this, have any questions of how to get yourself more reviews, or potentially even looking into having someone run your ads for you and then you just pay per qualified lead that comes out of it, per qualified roof replacement lead, since we're speaking of roofers right now, or you're looking to have someone just run your ads and be able to get you a lower cost per lead, but be able to, you'll have to pay a monthly retainer for it. We can of course walk through the actual financials with you. So just check the first link in the description, schedule a free discovery call, and we'll make sure that we're both a good fit for each other and if this may work out for us to move forward.